I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up?
Montana looking, throwing in the end zone.
Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
And that'll do it. It's over. The Golden State Warriors return to a familiar place. They're on top of the NBA world.
We're down to 2, now to 1. Here's Jordan. Yes! It is all over. The Chicago Bulls.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Hey, this promises to be fun.
Oh, yeah! Well, it is Tuesday. How are you doing? Welcome to
Sure is.
I'm Cole Johnson with Brian Snow. I'm Cole Johnson. I hope everyone is doing fine in the chat. Everyone's doing fine at BS3 TV on Roku and everywhere you're viewing us and listening to us. How has your night and this morning been, sir?
I slept. Period. Considering what my body's going through, I slept. I'm feeling pretty damn good. Now I just gotta get more. I just gotta get more of it, and I'm not ready because I don't have all of my lights on yet. There we go. And I've just been up working on stuff since I'd say about 6 a.m. this morning.
Okay,
but
so you've been grinding. Okay.
Yeah, and wife's happy about it. She says you're in your element. Go with it. Okay. I got no choice but to go with it now.
Good. I'm glad you got the okay from the missus, because that is important.
But she also added a caveat, and that caveat, it's a very good one. And Nurse Namastasia said the same thing. I take an hour down after the show, which may lead to scaling back the show to 2 hours and just post-producing a lot more content, which makes it easier because I got a nap yesterday after we shut it down to 2 hours, which is what we're going to do today. I was able to get a nap. I was able to get some time with Lucy, and then I was able to get out and drive. I was able to get out on the road for a little while. As I told you, we are in the process of buying my son's truck, which is an Expedition, which is going to lead to a Suburban, because there's a couple of investments I'm going to make today that's going to pay off. I got no other choice but to believe in it. And speaking of believing, on your mark, get set, flip.
That is nice.
I've been a little busy this morning.
I see.
You ever just get an idea and you run with it?
Yeah.
That's what happened to me this morning. I got this idea, and the website where I got it from, you're a content creator. You ever run into these websites where they just beg you to spend money with them?
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, here, you could do it this way. F that. I got 2 monitors. I saved the picture. I put the picture up on this monitor, and I use this monitor in front of me to create it. Bada boom, bada bing.
That'll work. That'll work for sure. Nice.
So
nice.
Yeah, I've been a little busy.
I see. Decorating the place. It looks pretty nice. Backdrop looks nice too. I like that.
There's a few improvements that I'm going to make, and I'm probably going to make them throughout the program here to like really get it down pat, because I want our presentation, for lack of a better sentence, to blow the others away.
Yeah, and that's well, I would hope you would want that. That's what everything I create. That's what I want.
I'm greedy now. I want to blow the competition away. To the Fanatics feedback zone, the Playmakers blog, Darnell Playmaker will join us at the top of hour 2 with his list.
Mhm.
And you know what? I never got. I'll work on my list during the break because I want segment 2 to be my list of my 5 favorite Vin Scully calls.
You want that one to be segment 2? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. No problem, sir. I got you.
You know what? And the reason I wanted to be segment 2 because I'm sick and tired of Aaron Rodgers. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud?
I'm sorry, my bad. He's a
Okay,
drug
Elton
addict. I'm
John.
sorry, no, my bad.
And they won't screw the whip around. Let's start there. They won't call it as such. They will. Think about it. They will.
All right. So, for those who were unaware or of the uninitiated, one Mr. Aaron Rodgers, the Packers QB, the one that has been the starter since 2009, he said that he took a mental health drug, if you could call it that.
That's about
And
you. That's about the way you can put it.
Yeah.
That's
And-
about
and-
that's about
yeah.
the way you can put it.
And the drug is termed ayahuasca, and that is how you pronounce it. I know it sounds strange and
What the hell-
crazy, but that
What
is how
the
you
hell is
pronounce
that? Famatu Ma'afala backwards?
it. Yeah. Well, I guess this hallucinating drink that he's drinking is a bad malafala, but so
Yes, we're still stuck on the Bermanisms.
so the NFL, so the NFL decided to pick at the foot picker, and decided to say,
that bad liar. I'm sorry. Did I say?
That's right. They decided to
I'm
pick at
so
that
I'm so
bad
violent.
liar.
That bad. Okay, let's
That
go on.
bad playoff quarterback. Decided to pick on him.
We mean
Well,
bad in all the bad ways you could think of.
Mhm. So the NFL actually heard that he took this drink, which is a hallucinogenic type of drink, and they said, you know something, that doesn't violate our drug policy.
You tell me how the hell that doesn't violate the drug policy. Okay, I saw that in the I saw that in the whip around, and I'm like, screw the whip around. We're gonna go off the. We're gonna go off. Forget off the. How the hell is this not classified?
Thank you, A.
as
Pizzle. That's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. Dude was popping shrooms.
Pizzle,
That's exactly what I was
You
thinking.
did it again. A Pizzle, you did it again. He
Yes,
popped
dude
more
is
than
popping
he
shrooms.
popped more than shrooms in that damn drink. How is this not? I will pose the question again. How is this not classified as an illegal substance? How?
I don't know.
How
I
in the
don't.
vinyl blue, yellow bellied, red blooded, ass backwards hell is this not classified as a banned substance? I'll tell you my theory. Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's true.
It's because it's Aaron Rodgers.
Ayahuasca. He can't win a playoff game. I mean, it's just, I don't know.
Ayahuasca. He lost to Jimmy G twice. Bitch. I'm sorry. I'm in a mood. Can you tell?
The fact that people still want to slob the knob of this guy and
Sound familiar?
Unfortunately, sounds far too familiar. And he only has one ring to show for it. And
his defense had to get him that one.
Defense got him that one. And the defense put him in position to possibly get him another one last year. And he literally wet the bed, for the exception of the first possession. He wet the bed. The whole offense, the whole offense wet the bed.
He looked like he was going to get rid of the first possession of the game. He looked like he was going to get rid of every demon he had against the 49ers. Because remember, this is his fourth This was
time.
his fourth time
It was his fourth
getting
time
San
winning this.
Francisco. Second time in
Second
his
time in
house.
Lambeau. Second time in Lambeau.
Second time in his house. And then my beloved 49er defense rode to the rescue.
To me, that was no excuse because the Packers defense,
None.
they allowed 0 touchdowns. They held them to 2 field goals. If your defense can hold the opposing offense at 6 points, there is in a playoff game, there is no excuse for you to lose that game. None.
And they blew it.
None. Because of course the special teams allowed a touchdown off of a block punt. They have the field goal being blocked, and and the offense mustered a field goal the rest of the way.
They allowed the 49er defense to get. I'll say something. The way you said it, the day after the game, they allowed the 49er defense to get, what's the word I'm looking for? Settled.
They did. After the first possession,
allowed the 49er defense to get settled.
After the first possession, when they got a chance to feel the vibe of how the Packers wanted to roll offensively, they were good the rest of the game. The 49ers defense was good the rest of the game.
Yes.
And
after the Packers rolled down the field, pay attention, Cowboys. After the Packers rolled down the field in 10 plays?
Yeah, it was
10 plays. That Packer offense that was so otherworldly, according to Packer backers, did nothing.
This is why I cannot get on the Aaron Rodgers is the greatest quarterback of all time train.
Now, who told you that piece of BS?
Well,
let me rephrase the question. How many people tried to tell you that kind of BS?
Thank you. Because my answer was going to be too many.
I had to rephrase the question.
Because my answer was going to be far too many. But you hear them rave about his skill set. He throws in tight.
He played it in California, for God's sake.
He throws in tight windows. He has the ability to know when to scramble the right time. He knows how to put touch on the ball when he wants to. He thinks as an NFL quarterback should when he's in the pocket. Well, that is from weeks 1 to 17 of the regular season.
Thank you. It's not weeks 18 and beyond.
You get that idiot in January. You get that idiot in January, and he much rather pick his feet than actually lead a team to a victory. No, I am here to tell you I will take a 45-year-old Tom Brady over any aged Aaron Rodgers any day of the week.
Same.
So if I'm going to take a 45-year-old Brady, I'm going to take a Brady much younger than him. that is how much I am not a fan of Rodgers.
I would rather trust a concussed Steve Young, and Lord knows we've seen Steve Young play some games with concussions and still was incredible, than to trust one Aaron Rodgers. What the hell are you going to trust him for anyway? He's got 1 Super Bowl ring. Whoop-de-friggin' do. His defense had to ride to the rescue to get that because Pittsburgh was on their way to turning that game upside down. They were 3 plays away from snatching that ring. And Rodgers barely got over 300 yards in that game. And somehow he was voted the MVP of that? Don't give me that. How? Just how?
But that's people get enamored with the fact that he can wing the ball. And okay, so he has great skill. No, you're probably gonna love me in doing this, and probably want to
Do
choke
it.
me at the same time. It's
Go with it.
it's like you see him, and he does all these wonderful things as a quarterback, a skilled quarterback. He zips the ball, he has touch on it, he knows how to scramble. He could be an offense coordinator on the field. I beg to
An
differ,
offensive
but
coordinator on mushrooms.
yeah. But
I'm
but it's like I
I'm in a
just
mood. Damn it!
it's just it's like I want to say to him, okay, so you can throw in a tight window. That don't impress me much.
I love you for that. I love you for that, and it doesn't
Shout out to
it doesn't impress me either. Shania Twain, thank you for that.
yes, shout out to Shania Twain.
And it doesn't. Trey Larkins, who is a very very dear friend and a Packer fan, I had him on after the Niners whipped their ass in Levi Stadium for the NFC Championship.
Okay.
He said one of the greatest things to me, and Trey and I go back and forth all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so much fun. I had him on the show the day after they lost the NFC Championship, and I'll never forget when he said, I was dressed in my Packer gear. I was ready to go. I had to get the fans pumped up. Now, open it.
Quote.
But I knew we didn't have a snowball's chance in hell of winning that game.
Close quote. You got to give it up to a person who is honest with his fandom.
Mm-hmm.
who could be an analyst at the same time. Yeah.
While we're having fun with Trey Larkins, as Cole and I bring you through the first part of the program, only 2 hours today because I got to get my body some more rest. You know something? Trey, let's switch to basketball. Trey said the most skilled point guard in the NBA, and I will let you fill in the blank of who he thought it was. I will let you fill in the blank.
Okay, here's how I fill in the blank.
You know the answer.
Here's how I fill in the blank. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You know what I said to Trey? I said, "You think that guy is the most skilled point guard in the league?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "I got 2 words for that." He says, "What's that?"
You tripping.
I let him I had him cracking up laughing with all the sounds I was playing.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "You've got to be kidding me." I said, "Are you out of your mind?"
Oh Lord.
Yes, I busted out super password.
Oh my gosh, that's bomb.
I busted out super password this morning. I did. I let him have it, and we were having so much fun going back and forth. I said, "Are you out of your mind?" And then when I told him the correct answer, he looked at me like I was crazy.
So you mentioned Curry and
I mentioned Steph,
mm-hmm.
and he thought I was nuts. He said, "How can you say he's the most skilled point guard in the league?" Because he is. Maybe.
See, I think people have to understand that when it comes to point guards and skill, they automatically assume it's handles and breaking ankles and penetration, and that's just one part of it. And if I'm going to be completely blunt, it's a very small part of it.
You beat me to it. You climbed in my head. You climbed in my head. It's a very small part of it. Let's not get too far off. I just had to tease straight for a moment. Back to that bad liar.
Oh, good Lord.
Named Aaron Bleepin Rodgers. Aaron, you ain't got it.
You big dummy.
You sure don't.
You don't have it anymore, and you haven't had it since Super Bowl 45. Oops.
This is what frustrates me about him the most. He has all this skill and all this talent, and he's been surrounded by some pretty good talent.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since 2010, he has not even sniffed the Super Bowl.
Nope. And this is after he single-handedly beat the Bears only at half mast, because remember, he was coming off of an injury.
Right.
He was coming off of an injury, and he marched the Packers right downfield in Soldier Field.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bears haven't been the same since.
Right.
And delay a surprise pick this year ain't going to be any different. But
I find that the most frustrating about him. Like, a guy that supposedly that has your prodigious talents. You think that this would be the person who, like you said, and said it beautifully. You would think by the sheer will of his own ability, he could will them to a couple of victories in the playoffs.
You would think.
And yeah. And the only time I can think that he did that was 2016 against the Cowboys. That's the only time I can think that he did that in the playoffs.
And he had 2 shots at a shorthanded 49er team.
Mm-hmm.
Both shots. Think about this carefully. He had 2 shots against a shorthanded 49er team. And both of those times were in his own house.
Here's the funny thing. So Mr. Rodgers can actually say on his resume, I lost to Colin Kaepernick twice in the playoffs, and I lost to Jimmy Garoppolo twice in the playoffs.
Once at home and once on the road.
To each of them. So
can I get a Fred G. Sanford for that, please?
Oh, yes,
can I get a Fred G. Sanford for that?
You big dummy.
Exactly. And
you get a double play for Reggie Sanford. And look, and for those who claim that he is that, and I'm saying this to you too, Mr. Stephen A. Smith or Negro Knight, if all of you who think that Aaron Rodgers is that bad man,
bitch, please.
I love you for that.
No. Thank you, sir.
I love you for that. And as I often say, next.
Oh,
I mean, that's go ahead.
I know we didn't do this in particular, but I feel it is. I feel a move to do the following, because you put a stamp on that one, my friend.
and y'all wonder why I love having him as my EP. All right, to a break presented by Fanatics, and when we come back, Cole did a upon further review segment on his show yesterday that had me crying. Why? To borrow from my friend Mike Ventola, all hail Vin. And yes, I turned that into a hashtag. I hope you have that introductory clip ready of, let me put it in my partner's voice, the list. Because I will honor Vin Scully the best way I know how, and that is with my top 5 Vin Scully calls, to piggyback off of what my partner did yesterday on that fabulous thing we call Call Sports. Upon further review, I have a review of my own. With Cole Johnson, I'm the Snowman, and we're back in the Flash.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Thanks for listening to this episode of Snowman in the Morning. You can support us at Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson every time you shop for fan gear or collectibles at Fanatics. Just visit officialsitmorn.com/fanatics and click on the Fanatics logo. Then shop as planned and we'll get a commission on your sale that will help us a ton. Next time you're going to shop at Fanatics, just visit officialsitmorn.com/fanatics and support our morning show. Thanks.
Discouragement, sorrow, distance. Your arguments cause damage to your family. The hurt leads to divorce. You feel like there is nowhere else to turn. But there is hope for you. That's where we come into play. There is an overcomer that lives inside of you. One ready to take on the world as you leap for joy, living in victory. You'll grow to love yourself and others. There's life after divorce, and you can claim it today. Get Over Divorce, where your new story begins here every Thursday on YouTube and Spreaker.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up?
He's a 4-time NBA champion, a 2-time league MVP, a member of our 75th anniversary team, and for the first time ever, he's an NBA Finals MVP. The 2022 Bill Russell NBA Finals MVP award goes to Stephen Curry.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Hey, this promises to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait.
Are you kidding me? Do you believe it?
It's the hottest of hot takes and the coldest of cold, hard facts. Every day at 8 a.m. Eastern Time.
BS3 Network. Changing the way you watch TV.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Well, Dr. K, it is official Sitm on Twitch, on TikTok, on Instagram, and on Twitter. That is official Sitm. Back at an hour number 1 of Snowman in the Morning with Brian. I am Cole, and glad to make you laugh, sir.
Because when my wife hits me with that southern twang, like when she really gets going on a product, that twang comes out, and I just laugh. And she would just like look at me, and she'll try not to laugh, and just go, "Are you making fun of my accent?" Yes. And she'll play. And she'll just playfully go, "How dare you, baby? I've been picking on your accent for 4 years." And she says, "You know I'm going to pick right back at you." Yeah, I know. And I don't have a damn problem with. There ain't a damn thing wrong with that. As you said so eloquently in your intro to the commercial Get Over Divorce, there is an overcomer that lives inside all of us.
That's right.
And Jody was a big part of mine. All right. If you have the cue for the list, bring it.
All right. Here we go.
You are awesome. You are brilliant. Thank you for that. I love that.
No problem, sir. No problem, sir.
All right. The premiere of Snowman's List, and we're going to make it presented by Monkey Knife Fight this morning. Well, as y'all know, last week we lost the legendary Vince Scully.
Yeah.
And I have my top 5 moments, my top 5 Vince Scully moments. And believe me, I had to think really hard about my favorite moments because there are too damn many of them. It would be so easy for me to open with "It's time for Dodger baseball," but I have a feeling I'm going to be using that a lot more often. So at number 5, we'll take you to Chavez Ravine, October 16th, 1985, against the St. Louis Cardinals in game number 6.
Tying and possible winning runs are in scoring position with 2 out and Jack Clark coming up. Meanwhile, in reading Lasorda talking about walk him and pitch to that blank Van Slyke.
Yeah, we know what he said.
In the dugout. Do I walk him and pitch to that so-and-so? He's not going to walk him. It is Jack Clark and Tom Niedenfuhr going head-to-head.
And I watched this one live when I got home from school that day.
One way or another, what a way to end.
I love.
And he hits one to deep left field, and that one is gone.
I love what Vin says once Jack Clark rounds third. It is hilarious to me.
Well, I'm letting it roll. Fair use, NBC Sports.
The answer to his rhetorical question. Something about should I walk this guy and pitch to that so-and-so? Well, he didn't walk.
Well, he didn't walk. And Lasorda got the answer to his rhetorical question. Something
I think
about
that is.
should I walk this guy and pitch to that so-and-so? Well, he didn't walk him.
That's probably one of the rare times I have ever heard Vin call something Homer. One of the rare times, and that was on national
an
TV.
NBC call.
Yeah, that was one of the rare times I felt a Homer-ish take,
Yep.
but it was appropriate because
it was.
Because
it was.
As a baseball fan as a whole, I'd probably say the same thing. I'm like,
yep.
So you're gonna pitch this guy who probably has tormented your betting lineup. Yeah. Always love that. Well, he didn't walk him.
And you're thinking, don't do that. Don't pitch to him.
Mm-mm.
And Tom Niedenfuhr hasn't been the same since.
He hadn't been the same since that. He hadn't been the same since that whole series.
It's that
because remember the game before, Ozzie Smith touched him.
Ozzie Smith beat him. Ozzie Smith walked him off in St. Louis, and then Jack Clark did that to him in his home stadium. Number 4, we go to Comiskey Park in 1983. Vince Scully, Joe Garagiola on the call, and you knew I had to put this on the list.
First, Carew at second, Trio at third. 2 out. And he drives it to deep right. Back goes Murphy, away back, and there it is, the first grand slam in All-Star history.
Look about the pitcher ain't been the same.
Old Comiskey Park, the first and to date only grand slam in All-Star game history, hit by, as Ben put it so eloquently, smiling Fred Lynn.
40 years later,
I'll
he
never.
still hasn't won another Grand Slam. Wow.
Yep. And I'll never
That's
forget
crazy.
what Vin Scully said after Whitey Herzog came to lift Hammaker. Vin Scully said, quote, Atlee Hammaker has been driven to cover. Number 3. Yeah, we're at number 3.
Never lied on that one.
Shea Stadium, 1986.
Second base with 2 out, 3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first, behind the bag, gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
I stayed
If
up
a
at night to watch
picture
that.
is worth 1,000 words, you have probably seen about a million
A
words.
million words.
But more importantly, you have seen an absolutely bizarre finish to Game 6 of the 1986 World Series. The Mets are not only alive, they are well, and they will play Boston in Game 7 tomorrow. And it wound up being the next day because Game 7 was rained out on its original date, so they had to wait an extra 24 hours to play that Game 7. I looked at my dad, and he looked at me, and we both went, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
I mean, and my mother got into baseball. We all looked at each other and went, what?
It is now 36 years later, or close to 36 years later, and I still do not know what the heck happened with that. And I'm thinking to myself, that's a routine, because I know you probably play catch with your father. I play catch with mine.
Yep.
And I'm thinking to myself, man, that's a routine play. Even for a first baseman who normally that's probably your worst fielder, but still, that's a routine play. And
that's a play that should have ended the inning.
Yeah, it should have
a play that
should have gone to the next.
Should have gone to the
next
11th inning.
Yeah,
that should have sent us to the 11th inning.
Yeah, like that ball rolled underneath his glove. I'm like, wow, and between his legs. I'm like, wow, okay.
Now I don't have a number 2. Instead, I have a 1A. I have a 1 and a 1A. 1A, and the reason I don't have a number 2 is because both of these plays can be classified as number 1. All right, here's 1A. January 10th, 1982, Candlestick Park.
3rd and 3.
We'll see a pickup sometime on the right side, possibly.
Montana looking, throwing in the end zone. Dwight Clark.
The day I became a 49ers fan forever. Look at the guy with the hat. Did you see him? You see the guy with the fedora?
Every day, every time I watch that film, that's the picture that I always get. I'm waiting for him.
And that's 1982 in a nutshell. Okay, that's the 80s in a nutshell. That guy right there in Candlestick Park with 61,000 other 49er maniacs, of which I'm proudly one. And the Niners weren't even supposed to win that game. Everybody was picking the Cowboys.
Yeah,
everybody was picking that. Oh, they're gonna run over San Francisco. Bullshit.
For a couple of reasons. One, because of course lineage and legacy. 2, because of the respect that people had for Tom Landry. And 3, the disrespect people had for the 49ers. They figured 1981 was a whole fluke.
Especially the disrespect they had for Bill Walsh, the inventor, Bill Belichick, of the West Coast offense. Or as I put it on your show one day, the godfather of the West Coast offense.
Well, that's pretty appropriate. And yeah, that was the game that I got introduced to Vin Scully. That was the game. Yeah.
So that introduced you to Vin Scully. Then you know what my other number 1 moment is.
Yes,
October 19th, 1988. 8.
Right now is at the plate. High fly ball into right field. She is gone. In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened.
Want to talk about a homerish call on an NBC broadcast? Bingo.
Yeah, he walked the fine line. He didn't go all the way homer. You could tell he went homer a bit, but he didn't go all the way there. But
He
even
did
with
on that Jack Clark home run,
he definitely went there with a Jack Clark homer. But even with that, I've studied a little play-by-play stuff. You know, of course, you have immersed yourself in it and have done the trade for many decades. But in studying it, the one thing that I hated with most of the play-by-play callers in that are national is that they know how to ruin the moment. And Vince Scully was the master of not ruining the moment. And because of that, he was made better because he didn't ruin the moment. He didn't want to be bigger than the moment.
Right.
And that is a prime example. That home run call there from Kirk Gibson, prime example. And he's like, man, I'll let Chavez Ravine faithful tell the story. And he did.
And the tune that the organist was playing, Happy Days Are Here Again.
Here again.
He let Vince Scully, that's an edited version. Vince Scully let the entire tune play and the crowd roar as Kirk Gibson circled the base, limped while he was circling the bases.
Yeah,
and the crazy part, that was his only at bat during that World Series.
Yeah.
And the Dodgers won that in 5 games.
Wasn't he voted the MVP of that series?
Oral Hershiser.
Oral Hershiser was. That's right. Thank you. That was the edited version.
Would be voted. You would think Kirk Gibson would have been voted MVP just for that swing.
Just for that swing. Yeah, that's an edited version because when you hear Vince says basically the impossible has happened. Yeah, he didn't say that until after Kirk Gibson touched home plate.
It was a full minute
live
because he let the crowd lose their minds.
As soon as he said she is gone, he laid out. And the
most telling bit about that, there was a car that was pulling out of the parking lot.
Yes.
Because you saw the red lights. Go flying by.
The car went flying by, and all of a sudden, when the eruption in Chavez Ravine happened, you saw the brakes be applied.
Yep. And I mean, he hit him quick.
Yeah.
He hit him quick.
It's like WTF.
Let's put a capper on that. That is the premiere of Snowman's List. And every one of those things on that intro, I have said many times over the air. That's our list for this morning. It's presented by Monkey Knife Fight. Sign up today. You can get 100% deposit match on up to $100 on your initial deposit at monkeyknifefight.com. We're due for a break, and we're going to go off the board, Super Mario style. I'll explain when y'all get back.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Of course, Steph Curry, Tim Anderson, Yordan Alvarez.
And it's caught! Deebo Samuel with the catch! Michael Jordan can sense it.
The Fro just got the king!
BS3 Network.
The hottest of hot takes. The coldest of cold, hard facts. This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson. Weekdays at 8 a.m. Eastern. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
BS3 Network. Changing the way you watch TV.
Do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up?
And again, the 1-2 pitch on the way to Saunders. Swing and a fly ball deep to right field. Bautista going back to the track to the ball. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It is grand salami time. Michael Saunders with a grand slam home run, the first of the year for the Mariners. Here in the top of the 10th inning, would you believe it? And it's now the Mariners 9 and the Blue Jays 5. Saunders' second home run and as many at-bats. Holy smokes! And the Mariners lead 9-5 on the grand slam home run off the bat of Saunders. Dave D. House, that's for you, buddy.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Hey, this promises to be fun.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait.
Are you kidding me? Do you believe it? It's the hottest of hot takes and the coldest of cold, hard facts. Every day at 8 a.m. Eastern Time.
Hey, Toe Man, they're waiting for you. This is Snowman in the Morning.
With Cole, I'm the Snowman, and let's quickly go to the Fanatics feedback zone. Forgot about Mitch Wild Thing Williams after Joe Carter's game-winning home run. I have the Vince Scully call of that, but Tom Cheek, the longtime radio voice of the Blue Jays, did that more justice than
and Jack Buck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he and Jack Buck did more justice in my opinion.
Vince Scully had the national radio call. Tom Cheek had the Canadian radio call because it was on I want to say it was on Sportsnet at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Tom Cheek did that call justice when he said, "Touch them all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life."
Yeah.
And your Wild Thing wasn't the same after the 93 World Series. Hell, there was a hit before that in 1989 that didn't make Wild Thing the same. Think Will Clark.
He gave many pitchers nightmares. Even left-handers.
No, change your word. Especially left-handers.
And
he gave left-handers fits.
And you would think a left-handed hitter would have trouble hitting left-handed pitching. Not him.
Not Will Clark. Will Clark was one of the sweetest swings as a lefty. You know who the other one? You know who the other left-handed hitter that gave left-handers fits? Ken Griffey Jr.
I will go down on the record. I say this now. I will say this on my own platform, and I'll say it here. The prettiest swing I have ever seen in my life came from the bat of Ken Griffey Jr. From number 24 of the Mariners and number 30 of the Reds when he donned his father's uni.
Yep. Oh man, AB Media out of Indianapolis, Indiana, joining us this morning. I owe big thanks to Ryan McCoffey. I remember when pundits questioned Mo Rivera's dominance after 2004, still wound up with the most saves in history, and still wound up, I believe, a unanimous Hall of Fame selection.
Yeah,
I believe Mo Rivera, I believe
first
Mariano
ever.
was
First
the
ever.
only, and to date, the only unanimous Hall of Fame selection.
They were
Here
doubting
I-
him after 2001's World Series.
Mhm.
And look how he still
Here I
dominated.
go. Here I go with Bob Shepard. Now pitching for the Yankees, number 42, Mariano Rivera. Number 42. And of course, you had Enter Sandman playing. To the feedback zone again, Ken Griffey Jr., my favorite player of all time. One of mine.
Same.
One of mine. Imagine a murderous row 3, 4, and 5 of Frank Thomas, Ken Griffey Jr., and Jim Thome. 3 through 5. Hey, Metallica, come back to me. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
This is okay. Every time all right, fair use. Now entering for the Yankees, number 42, Mariano Rivera. Number 42. And yes, this is his theme song. This is Enter Sandman. I'm saying fair use well in advance. I wanted to give a couple of bars in. I know I'm going to get dinged for this. That's why I'm going to say fair use as many times as possible. But you can't have Mariano Rivera without Enter Sandman.
Nope.
And Metallica played that when they had Mariano Rivera Day at the new stadium. Metallica was there live. Metallica played that live. Okay, I said we go off the board, so we're gonna go off the board really quick. Now I know I've talked
Joker.
Yeah, I know I've talked video games on here, but there's one that I hadn't mentioned, and I'll give you all a clue with the sound. The look on my partner's face says it all. In case you didn't hear it, here it is again. Or my current sound on my phone for text messages.
I'm back to 9. I'm all the way to 9 years old now. Wow. Okay.
There's this one.
Ding.
Or wait. Oh, here you go. Wanted to pause the game so you can go get a drink or go to the restroom? Want to pause live just in case? Oh God, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm in a mood and I'm going to say it anyway. Want to pause live when the brown sexual comes at you? Or you want to eat that brown sexual up with facts? When you get facts on, okay, I'm priming the pump for tomorrow, and I may have to drop something today. You want to, hey, y'all want to deal with brown sexuals when you got facts on your side? And when you hit them with them all, and when you want to take a break from dealing with conversations with bronzexuals, and sometimes you want to look at those fools and say,
"You tripping."
Kendrick Perkins, Negro Knight, Stephen A. Smith. There was a question on that 4-letter network on that god-awful show.
Okay.
Before the season began, the question was, how many championships do you see Steph Curry winning in the next 4 years? Know what Kendrick Perkins said?
0.
Mm-hmm. There was some other fool on there that also said 0. I don't know why. And all I can think of when he said that was,
"You tripping."
And as far as Kendrick Perkins comedy, a little Joe Buck, please.
We will see you tomorrow night.
That, of course, was 2011. And all I could think of was,
Stay off the weed.
and again, my partner said it best.
"You tripping."
I gotta find that clip. I gotta find that clip. Kendrick Perkins, how can I say this thing? Oh yeah, you tripping? And the eyebrow went up. There's another sound I'm trying to find. Oh, y'all know what that one is. There it is. That's for everyone who died at Golden State this past year, Kendrick Perkins included. No, Kendrick Perkins especially. And if you didn't hear it, here it is again. Sick Diggy in the comments. My first Super Mario Brothers game was Super Mario World for Super NES. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was Super Mario the original when we got the original Nintendo. There you go. When you want to jump over people. And that's appropriately how we will end hour 1, because hour 2, where is it? Here it is. Hour 2 begins right about.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up?
Grant with that jump shot's off. Long rebound run down by Hodges, and here's the King. That's a 3.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Hey, this promises to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait.
Are you kidding me? Do you believe it?
And no, I'm not stopping the cap, because it's not cap, because Brent Musburger said, here's the King. Hour 2 of Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson, and we're all over the place today. And when I say we're all over the place, I mean just that. So I gotta go here. So Kevin Durant's dumbass. I mean Kevin Durant. You know what? Let me hold on to that. Let me hold on to that. I have a reason. Because of the schedule.
That's hilarious.
I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm gonna go off on that, and then I'm gonna end the show with something I should do Wednesday, but I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna do one today and tomorrow. Let's talk NFL and let's talk defense. And in a few moments, joining us will be the playmaker himself, Darnell Sollins, and he's got his top 5 defenses ready. So when he hops in, we will bring him aboard. But yeah, Kevin Durant's tripping.
Yes, he is.
Kevin Durant's tripping. Yeah, that was mine too, AB. That was mine too. And I think A.L. Evans is in the house with us. I forgot to highlight him. Let's do that
Yeah,
right
he is.
now.
He is. Salute, sir.
Salute to you, my friend. Salute to you. And here, well, let's get it right. Let's get it right. Now, let's talk NFL defenses. And with his weekly list of top 5.
Oh, no, it's not fun. My bad.
Don't do that. Here's the playmaker, Darnell Sollins. He joins us right now. Good morning, sir.
What's going on?
What's up, man?
I see that smile on your face, man.
Cole is just, and it's not defense. We did defense last week, man.
No.
We got. Let me go.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, we did. Okay, so
We
it's
did.
offense. I'm tripping. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I'm tripping. I was tripping last night trying to make this damn list because trying to figure out.
I'm not the only one that's going through hell and back, right?
Man, trying to pick the top 5 offenses,
especially in today's times. Woo.
Well, all the changes that took place, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
Really, for you to pick this list for offenses, you have to really believe in what you see and what you don't know.
Spoken like a sage of offense. Spoken like a true sage of offense. All right, without any further ado, let's get to the playmakers list, and we start at number 5. Who do you have?
Number 5, I believe I put the Indianapolis Colts, if I'm correct.
The Indianapolis Colts come in at number 5, and that's because they made an upgrade to Matt Ryan. Alone, that makes them top 5 offense.
That's an interesting pick. Okay.
And you still got Jonathan Taylor, who is the reigning leading rusher from last season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
their best
Taylor's about to get
best
2
offensive
bills.
player. Yeah.
And let's see if Michael Pittman Jr. can now take that next step with a more of a passing quarterback now.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I have the question mark.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yes, that's where I have questions also. But if anybody can figure it out, it'll be Frank Reich.
Yeah.
If anybody can figure it out, it'll be him. So the Colts at number 5. At number 4, we have the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah. Las Vegas Raiders. You still have Derek Carr. You bring in Devontae Adams. You still got a lot of people have not brought up the name Hunter Renfrow. They must forget what Hunter Renfrow did last season.
Hunter Renfrow moves chains. I mean,
Hunter Renfrow did at Clemson.
Hunter Renfrow moves
last
chains.
year.
You need to have a wide receiver like him on the team. Yes.
And you got Darren Waller. You got your tight end.
Yeah.
Now the question is, and I'm pretty sure this is part of the question that Cole was gonna go with. Josh Jacobs.
Thank you. That's my biggest question mark.
Can you
Will
stay
Josh
healthy?
Jacobs show up? And can he stay healthy?
Can you stay healthy? That's all I need.
That's the only issue I have with that offense. Is him. Yeah.
Can he?
If Josh Jacobs can stay on the field,
field.
And the head coach is Josh McDaniels, so we all know who's an offensive minded genius.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They have the pieces. They have the pieces, so
they do.
And
And that offensive line's gotten better. So yeah.
They have to keep them together. That's the Raiders at number 4. Number 3, we have the Superchargers.
The Los Angeles Chargers. You don't lose nobody on offense.
Okay.
Which means everybody knows the playbook. Everybody knows what is asked of them. You was putting it together last year. That's cool said. Now it's time for you to take the next step. We already know what we already know what to see. Austin Eckler come out the backfield. Justin Herbert at quarterback. You got your big duos at receiver with Keenan Allen and Mike Williams.
Yep. There's the one that needs to step up more. Mike Williams.
Mike Williams.
He needs to step up more.
Mm-hmm.
Keenan Allen, he's a stud, but Mike Williams needs to hold it down.
Keenan Allen has stepped into studdom with the way that he's playing.
Yeah.
Mike Williams, we need you. If the if the Superchargers are going to overtake the West, then everybody has to be clicking.
Yep.
When I mean everybody, I mean everybody. So the Chargers number 3 in Playmakers list of number 2 off at number 2 for his offense. It's Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
We already know what Buffalo is about. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, Gabriel Davis from UCF. That's took off last season.
Want to talk about someone who got slept on? Gabriel Davis.
I mean,
he got hugely slept on.
You can say what you want about this team with the quarterback right receiver. The question is James Cook going to be that running back for them?
That's the missing piece. That's the missing piece.
Thank you. Because my only complaint about the Bills as a whole team, because I don't have any complaints about the defense,
is
their whole team. I don't need to see number 17 run the ball as much as he does.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they drafted James Cook out of Georgia.
Yeah.
And if James Cook is if he's just half of his brother, Buffalo got to win.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no question.
Mm-hmm. And they'll win that division blindfolded.
That winning division.
They'll win the division. It's just a matter of if the running game steps up. If the running game steps up, then they're winning that division before November is over.
That's my only issue. If they have that solved, that's your AFC representative of the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I believe that.
I don't see flaws on that team.
So to recap, Colts at 5, Raiders at 4, Chargers at 3, Bills at 2, and at number 1, Brady and the Bucks.
You know how much that pains me to do that, right?
Yes.
Oh, I know, but still.
Mike Evans, Chris Godwin is back practicing. You still got Leonard Fournette in the backfield. Yeah, you lost your center. That's going to hurt. You still got to go with Tom Brady. But you brought in Julio Jones.
Okay.
Out of all the teams in the world that could have got a Julio, you send him to Tom Brady.
Damn. I want to believe in Julio Jones.
I'll go ahead and say it. I'll go ahead and say it aloud.
Is it really believing in Julio Jones? But it's the fact that his quarterback is the GOAT. And the GOAT.
His quarterback ain't the GOAT. Shut up.
Okay. So since I don't see John Unitas or Joe Montana at quarterback, I have issues with Julio Jones. Just like you said with Josh Jacobs. Julio, please stay on the field, sir. Please. I beg of you. Because if you do, you will tear secondaries up. You will tear secondaries up if you can stay on the field. Because there's very few athletes at the position of wide receiver that are better than Julio Jones, even now. Even with the miles he has on his cleats. Very few can match him as the athlete that Julio Jones is. Very few.
Exactly.
You have 2 big behind receivers, and then you have Chris Godwin.
And I'll say this though, to your point, playmaker, Chris Godwin to me is Brady's favorite target. So, basically, Chris Godwin has become Brady's Julian Edelman.
There you go. There you go.
And so all Brady needs is a safety a safety net, and if he has one, most defenses are in trouble. Godwin is that. And I agree with you, sir. These defenses are in trouble because of Chris Godwin and the trust that Brady has in him.
Got to stay healthy.
And I know some of y'all that listening, y'all been wondering where is my Rams listed at. I couldn't put the Rams on the list.
See, here's the problem I have with the Rams. I love Sean McVay's mind because he wants to keep defenses guessing, and I get that and I understand that. but we have to see a running game from this offense. We have to. And yes, you could say, well, they didn't really need one, Cole. They won a Super Bowl without a potent one. Yeah, but the way the NFL is set up, what you did in 2021 will not work in 2022.
No, it
That's
won't.
my whole point. Could you
won't.
imagine if we still had Todd Gurley with Matthew Stafford?
I'll believe it when I see it. That's all I gotta say.
Says, I need my running game back. I need my running game back.
Yeah. I want to see a running game being led by Cam Akers, and I really believe if that happens, then yeah, I can see the Rams being one of those top 5 rated offenses because you won't know what to stop.
Exactly.
But if you know this team is going to throw 40, 45, 50 times a game and only run it between 15 and 20, and that's not an exaggeration. That is how many times in many games the Rams ran the ball. Good defenses can stop that.
Absolutely, they can.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I had a hell of a time making this list.
I bet you did.
Snowman wanted to listen. I'm like, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna make this list.
but I'll say this to you, Playmaker. You put some good offenses on there, and it does make me think. You know, especially with the Raiders, it makes me think: do I need to actually vault them up more than I feel at the moment because they are led by that connection of Fresno State's past with Derek Carr and Devontae Adams, and it's making me think twice just for that alone. And yeah, Darren Waller he's a baller. He's one of my favorite tight ends in the game. In fact, he's my favorite tight end, not named George Kittle or Travis Kelce. But it's making me think, wow, am I sleeping on the Raiders or not? I'm not sure.
I mean, it was something to change what was going on, especially in that AFC West. I'm like,
man.
There's questions up and down the board with these offenses.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Plenty of them. He's the playmaker, Darnell Sollins. He joins us every Tuesday to talk NFL. And get ready. He's going live with the Bills and the Rams as the Rams kick off the fence of
in 30 days. In 30 days. Okay.
Exactly.
In 30
days.
But before then, I will be doing my season preview where I go down a certain amount of weeks previewing each game and give my prediction. You see how it works. I've been correct 2 years in a row. I had us going 12-5 both years, and they went 12-5 both years. So it looks like I'm doing that. So
we're gonna have some fun.
Week.
You might have to be in that neighborhood this year too with them.
Same. Same.
I mean, we got one of the toughest schedules in the league, so we'll see.
Yeah. We shall see. Thanks a lot, Playmaker. Love you, brother. Can't wait to talk to you next week.
Awesome, brother. Love you, man.
Now we got this guy.
What's going on?
What's up, Mr. Wise?
He is your host. He is your host, WIZE. And
Yes,
Cole,
sir.
introduce him correctly, if you would, please.
Go ahead.
At Bong Pipe number 420, Wise El Jefe. Number 420.
Oh man, I'm not gonna live that down. I already know this.
You already know, man.
Oh yeah, listen. When I said it on his show, it was like you know what? It's just like let's get it over. Let's get it out. Stop playing.
The beauty of it though is you tried your best to censor it.
I tried. I just couldn't.
You was like, forget it. I love that
right there. that intro right there. I mean, you could tell the strain on Wise's face that he was trying to censor that sentence.
I was trying, but I was like, you know what?
Finally he said, screw it.
Yeah, like, you know what? I smoke. I didn't take.
He
I
finally had
partake.
this.
I partake in this for
During the interview, I said that is how I'm going to lead this episode.
Mhm. And it's perfect. Like I said, you could see the strain on Wise's face. He's like, I don't want to say I smoke. I don't want to say. Screw it. I
Screw
smoke.
I'm like, yeah, you know what? Let me just
Like,
get it out there.
like, the hell with it. I
This
smoke.
technically, if everybody who knows me knows this already, so
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
And look, congratulations to you and your nephew, Papa Jay. Man,
What
wonderful
a show
debut.
Friday night.
Wonderful
man.
debut.
What a show.
thank you. I appreciate it. Listen, I send the episodes to Cole prior to me airing, before them airing, and I listen. I ask for my tips, and Cole's been great. He's like, dude, listen, he's an EP extraordinaire. So any advice he gives me, I just take and run with it.
Same. But you know what else you should, Cole? You know what else you should put in the sound bites? Wise saying, you know what, Cole? I'm going to pimp out your services. Because when Wise and I wrapped up one Thursday and we were,
but see, the thing was, it's not like I didn't tell Cole this. I did tell him.
Right.
He actually said it to me before he said that to you. Yeah. So that's why I did take offense. I laughed. I was like,
but it was the way.
That's
But
why
it was the way he said it when we wrapped up that one Thursday. He said, "I'm going to pimp Cole out," and I fell out of my chair
because he said it to
laughing.
If it wasn't the day before, it was 2 days before. He says, man, brother, yeah, I'm gonna pimp your services out. and
to the feedback zone.
Listen, my brother. Listen, I can't listen. I real recognize real, and my man is talented as hell.
He is.
Heck no. I'm like, yo, listen, everybody needs to be working with Cole.
When he played the intro for my list this morning, and every line on that list is something I've said on the show. Every single, play it. Let Wise see the intro. Play it.
All right. Okay.
So
every one of those statements I have said on this show several 100,000 times.
Was that Wise?
Is that a new segment?
Yes, he debuted it today. Yeah,
he debuted today, and Sick Dickie's at it again.
I checked the replay. Oh yeah, man. Or I like the second one though. The second one, I like the second one. I like that one. That one's much better.
Or is it Pimp Daddy Wise?
Yeah, because it's Bobby J is already Poppy.
Pimping Out Production Services.
So, yeah.
The Wise.
Oh, believe me, I was like, yo, Cole. I was like, yo, Cole, what you charging for this, and this? They gave you a price. I was like, all right, so this is what I'm gonna charge.
This I'm gonna charge people when they ask.
When they ask, this is the price.
This is gonna be the price.
And look.
And the thing is, yesterday's price is not today's price. I'm still
exactly.
My boy
Go ahead, Fat Joe. Go ahead, Fat Joe.
Listen, I expect this to take off, especially for football season, because a lot of people are going to be out there producing football programming, and Cole is going to have steam coming out of his ears, thinking, "Okay, how am I going to do this one? How am I going to do this one?"
Steam coming out of ears.
Wise is going to be. Wise just is going to be sitting back laughing, going, I told him I was going to pimp him out.
Bro, it's not even that. It's not even me. It's not even me. Listen, look at if you in the BS3 chat, everybody's like Cole, I need this. So Cole is gonna be a busy man. Not just the network itself, the BS3 network itself. Everybody on there is like, yo, I need Cole to do something for me. So and
I already know.
Base is like, yo, Cole, I need you to do something.
Yeah, I'm doing something base too. Yeah.
I wish it was Friday so we could have base on. So we could have base on here, because the first time I was in the hospital when Cole debuted the intro for Enter the Boom Shakalaka. I was in the hospital. I had just woken up because they just gave me my meds. And I look on my phone, and then I hear, "Don't soil this program by putting crap on it." I buried my face in my pillow and laughed so hard my chest hurt. And then I saw the full intro. I'm sitting there crying from laughter because only Cole could put that kind of intro together and begin it with that line.
But he has this knack to
that
find
line.
He has the knack to find the right words for any, like when he did my trailer, he actually sat through, he has to listen to a bunch of episodes to get those specific things that those people said. And there are some great nuggets that he picked out. He's like, yeah,
thank you.
And so
and that picture that he had of you and how he shaded it when you said your intro, when you said your trademark, I am your host, WIZE, and that picture right there, calm and cool.
oh, bro, you understand? I said, yo, you jacking on my pics, man. Like,
I had to leave that in our interview. That was
in the interview. I said, yo, you just jacking, and it just came out. You just jacking on my stuff.
Jacking my pics. I was like, I'm leaving this in the interview. This is hilarious.
You had to.
Oh, listen, I had a great time doing the interview. It's been great, man.
Oh yeah. Oh man. But it's funny how you have the mindset of thinking. So when I had that particular episode for bass, and he actually said that phrase because I played a Stephen A. Smith clip of basically him saying the GOAT conversation is over. And he said that I went into producer mode. I was like, if I ever do a future segment,
alcohol. I wish I had alcohol in this container right now because I need it after listening to Stephen A.
The moment I heard him say the words "Don't soil this program by putting crap on it," I said, if I do a future intro, that's how I'm gonna lead it. That's how I'm gonna lead the intro with those words right there. And it was funny. I was and I was thinking this way, and I was letting Bass cook because Bass was cooking in that episode.
Yeah, he was.
I was letting him roll, and I was like, "Oh, these some nuggets. These some nuggets. It's another nugget." Carlos Booth's head. That's another nugget. LeBron's age. This is another nugget.
Oh, not a Carlos Boozer one.
Carlos Boozer took
Kiwi
the kiwi off his face.
I was like, oh yeah.
Oh man, I'm looking forward to Friday, man. Bases.
You and me both. I mean, we all are.
So
we all
okay,
are.
so why is this dude talking about the coffee guy? Who's the chosen one? Who is the coffee guy? You talking about
Rod?
No,
he's talking about McCarthy.
Oh,
Rod is the chosen one, or he's supposed to be the chosen one, and he does.
Oh, so he's trolling us. He's trolling us with Rod Uncensored and the chosen one.
He's trolling us live. Okay.
Oh.
But you know what? I'm gonna troll him right back. Now,
I wish your show was live, Rod, because I would come and.
Oh, I'm gonna. Listen,
but I'm still waiting
now.
for my invitation. I'm still waiting for the invitation, Rod. Man, you want us on the show, but
trust me, you're gonna get one. Because the next time I hop on this show, I know I'm trolling my ass off with him. This is where I get even with. This is where we get even with Rod and Cole. There's a button you need to push when I do this. I'll push the first button. The utter blasphemy. Giannis lost by 30 in a game 7. KD got swept in the first round. Embiid choked in front of a home crowd again. Steph has been getting carried all playoffs. Lies. Jokic got bounced in the first round. Ladies and gentlemen, is still the best basketball player in the world.
Bitch, please.
That's one of them I was looking for.
That's one of them.
Was LeBron in the playoffs? I just got to ask. Was he in the playoffs this year?
Wrong one. No, ask that question again. That was the wrong one. I'm sorry.
Wait, I got a better one.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron's playoff chances just got punched.
Yeah. No, but ask that question again, Wise.
Did LeBron make the playoffs this year?
That's the button I was looking for. That's the button I was looking for.
Oh, I was gonna get to it.
I know.
But when Wise got to that question, I was like, perfect. Oh my gosh.
And yes, when Cole did that utter blasphemy, I was still in the hospital at the time, and he did it in that voice when he said LeBron James is still the best basketball player in the world. When I tell you my doctor watched it live with me, because he was administering meds to me.
Mm-hmm.
He watched it live and he goes, "This is your show?" I said, "Yeah, because I'm usually on it, but I'm in here." And he goes, "Well, who's the guy taking it?" I said, "That's Cole. That's my partner. That's the guy I asked to take over for me while I recover." When he watched that, the utter blasphemy, his next words to me were, "Y'all are brilliant." I said, "Look, this is supposed to be Cole because he's the EP. He's the we have our Walter moment now. We have our Walter moment.
Start the
Cap
show.
is higher than
Cap higher
really.
than
You ain't seen Cap. Hey, Rod, you ain't seen Cap yet.
Hold on. So
stop the Cap.
It's funny.
What's up, Wise?
I tend to always go on basis. I always tune into Basis Show at the right time.
Same. Yep.
So when I tuned in this week, right?
Yeah.
Why was Walter
yes
commenting? He's like, since the start over is buried in dead. He started something new. And so I was dying. I'm like, I just tend to always get on the right time. When it's like me and Walter time it at the same time to come on. But it was just funny.
Start over is dead. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Hey, you know
start
what?
over. He says since the start over is dead and buried.
It's also it became a fan of Host Speak Silence. I appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys. Drew Willingham in the house with us. We better take a break. And I want to hold on to Kevin Durant till tomorrow, but we're gonna get a little piece of that out now. Let's take a break. And I have a snowman's take. I'm saving all of my
Venom.
Go to break, please.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Thanks for listening to this episode of Snowman in the Morning. You can support us at Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson every time you shop for fan gear or collectibles at Fanatics. Just visit officialsitmorn.com/fanatics and click on the Fanatics logo. Then shop as planned and we'll get a commission on your sale that will help us a ton. Next time you're going to shop at Fanatics, just visit officialsitmorn.com/fanatics and support our morning show. Thanks.
BS3 Network. Changing the way you watch TV.
flavor.
Washington Commanders? Really?
This whole thing stinks to high heaven.
That pulls no punches.
Thuggish act by a thuggish actor.
That gives you some humor.
Praise everything LeBron does and never criticize it.
If you want a show that gives you good times, then this is that show.
I am Cole Johnson, and welcome to
Cole Sports with a Z. Every Friday on Patreon, and every Saturday on YouTube, Spreaker, and all other outlets.
Owen, let's talk for a second.
Hi, Ellen. Come on in.
When you came into my life, it was a whirlwind.
I just can't do it.
It'll come to you.
It won't.
We had a lot to learn about each other. A lot. Hey, looks good. Things were changing so quickly. We didn't know what the future would hold. Any of us. I just wish you felt more at home now. But we knew you would always be a part of it. Adopting you was the best decision in our life. And I am so proud to call you my son.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
And down the stretch we come on this Tuesday edition of Snowman in the Morning with with WIZE, with Brian Snow. I am Cole Johnson. And
why does that sound like a radio station?
Yeah,
when Wise does his intro, it just seems like WIZE should be a station that's fully loaded, fully recognized. Well, Wise is recognized, but it's just the way he says that,
Yeah.
That just sounds like a station. And yes, I'm dropping a very broad hint.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dropping a very broad hint. Well, I'm going to save Kevin. Whoa. This just came across my desk.
I'm sorry.
Shut up. Roquan Smith requests a trade. The All-Pro linebacker wants out of Chicago due to a contract situation. And the only thing I have to read is the following. Open it.
Oh, Lord have mercy. What did this fool say? Quote.
The new front office regime doesn't value me here.
Close quote. What athlete does the Bears front office value?
Didn't they just trade Khalil Mack this year, whatever?
Yeah, trade them early this year.
I'll leave it there for tomorrow.
It's like, man, stay in line. I'm sorry. Go ahead, sir.
So, they don't value their stadium, for God's sakes. Because if the Bears valued their stadium, I'm trying not to cuss at the end of my next sentence. They'd own the doggone thing.
Well, that's the truth. They would. They don't. Dummies.
If
I'm sorry, my
the
bad.
Bears value their franchise at all, the McCaskies would be gone. Some people would be in there, and I echo the words of David Kaplan, a very dear friend of mine. They'd get some football people in there and fix this blank thing.
Yeah, but you want
Or
to
as
say
I did earlier, in trying not to cuss, they'd get some football people in there and fix this thing.
But you say to each and every one of the Chicago Bears brass,
You big dummy.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Because they don't value anything. They don't value any doggone thing. Okay? They don't value anything. Let me invoke Hall Carrollson here. When it comes to the Bears' ineptitude,
You can put it on the ball.
yes. That is one of my favorite Homer calls ever.
I play that
Before I forget, Cole.
Corn Smith, and I want you to put.
Before I forget, I need you to send me that BS3 Network commercial when you get a chance. Oh, but no. Actually, I need you to update it. I need you to update it.
Oh, wait. Talking about. So Stuck in My Mind is now BS3. It's on BS3 too?
No, Bobby J and Wise.
Oh, I know that is going to be. Okay. So
you need to update that commercial.
Oh, wow. See,
because it started.
You see how my brothers do me. Now you saw how Brian asked me to put forth the segment. Now my brother here asked, man, I need to get that hot commercial for
I need the BS3. I need the BS3 commercial for my show. Yeah, for Poppy J and Wise. But I need you to include Poppy J and Wise in it because, like, it would be nice to see my logo on there. I'm just saying.
But see, this is Pimp Daddy Wise. The look on Cole's face.
I was about to say congratulations, man. Okay.
But you never eventually Stuck in My Mind might end up there.
Listen,
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Eventually,
I think that's what
it is going to be there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time. But okay. So all right. So yeah. I will come up with a Poppy Jane Wise a Hefe commercial for you.
Well, you can come up with a commercial. That's great. I just wanted to be a part of the BS3 commercial. But since you volunteer in the commercial as well,
I will start up doing a BS3 commercial because I do want to update that for sure.
You're absolutely right, Siggy. You're absolutely sick, Diggy. You're absolutely Cole, my brother. I would appreciate it if you could include me in the BS3 commercial. Include Poppy J and Wise in the BS3 commercial, and I would appreciate it if you did make me a Poppy J and Wise commercial as well.
See, look at that. Look at Sig being the parent of the whole family,
the diplomat
and the parent of the whole family. It wouldn't hurt to ask Cole.
Okay, we talked game shows on here.
Uh-huh.
What game is from? Price is Right. Pricing game is this from?
Oh. Is that password? No.
Range game. Range game.
That's it. I was like, it's like I've heard the jingle, but I couldn't remember. I couldn't place the game show with it.
And yeah, Pizzle knew. Yep, that's the range game. And of course, if you get it perfect here, I going off the. You know what? Screw it. This is how we'll close it. We'll save all the serious stuff tomorrow because we're ready to board. So why not? We'll finish off the board right now. And I'm going to start the board by troll the troll. I'm going to troll the chosen one. Take this.
Here's Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win! You big dummy.
And while I'm trolling the troll, hey, chosen one, take this.
Michael on the drive across the lane. Turnaround shot. Got it. 63 for Jordan.
You big dummy.
And while I'm at it,
And we'll see you tomorrow night.
You big dummy.
Thank you. While I'm trolling the troll, oh, you know who is? I'll do it in the correct voice just this once. Oh, you know who is still the best basketball player in the world? My response is the following. And
for those who do have that take.
Have a Coke and a smile and shut up.
not to mention there being absolutely And while I'm at it, Cole, Wise, this is for y'all. And this will prime the pump for tomorrow. Because I'm definitely going to be playing that a lot tomorrow. Especially with what I got in mind.
Oh, yeah, for all trolls who just want to comment.
I don't remember asking you a thing.
Shades of my 50th birthday present. The first one I got that day. Speaking of trolls, I have a couple baseball trolls. Hey, Robert Ford, do me a favor.
First pitch. Correa lines it deep to right. Judge is going back at the wall, looking up. See you later! See you later!
Are you trying to hurt my feelings?
What'd I say?
Are you trying
You big dummy.
You're the one you hurting is me. I'm the only one hurting here. Ain't no one else for that one. Because it was Judge looking up at that ball. I heard the name.
But Ford said. Okay. So I guess I gotta be nice to Wise. Here you go.
Oh man.
Oh no. Fuck on it.
Who's gone?
Cole.
Oh, all right. Well, it looks like we're going to be closing up shop here very soon. So, all right. What I saw, we'll get off the game show bit.
We'll said about 100 cuss words just now.
Thank God we heard none of them.
Thank God y'all heard none of them. And also, thank God I got some more solid internet coming on Thursday. And I think they'll get here Thursday morning. So if I get interrupted, we're getting some stuff installed. But by Friday, we'll be solid. Right. Okay, so I got to be nice to Wise. Here you go.
4-11 lifetime against Trombley. The Yankees are a base hit from getting very close to tying this game. A little old single. The pitch swung on and hit in the air to deep right center. It is high. It is far. It is gone. It's a grand slam. Jason Giambi hits the bottom of the 14th. 1 out. Walk off. Grand slam. And one of the best games you'll ever see.
The Yankees rise from the dead in the bottom of the 14th and win the game 13-12. The Giambino, his proudest moment as a Yankee. They mob him at home plate in one of the wildest finishes you'll ever see. And by the way, ball game over. Yankees win. Yankees win.
I had to do that for Wise. I had to be nice because John Sterling's one of my favorites, and the troll is at it again.
Why does John Sterling?
I will let you read this.
Okay. LeBron.
No cussing.
His Kang will win 4 more championships. I'm so sorry, sir.
I'll find it for you.
No, I got it. I got it. I'm just apologizing. Fair use.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Listen.
Yo, Kang ain't winning nothing but a bench trip.
Yeah.
Yo, Kang ain't nothing but a bench warmer.
And we'll talk more about Yo Kang tomorrow.
You know what? Thank you, A Pizzle. I have an idea. We'll close with this, and I'm going to say fair use in advance, well in advance. This is how we're going to close out today and prime the pump for tomorrow. Damn it. LBJ.
What?
Do it again.
What?
Now.
What?
Fair use, well in advance.
What? 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 What?
Mm-hmm. That's for tomorrow. Because, as A Pizzle said, there's a certain basketball player that there's a certain person in the chat who's trolling thinking that a certain basketball player is going to win 4 more championships. No chance in hell. Not a chance in hell.
What?
Oh my gosh.
At Run Uncensored Podcast, will you also be a part of the welcoming committee for Irving and Durant?
I hope that happens.
Bitch, please.
You know what? I hope. Okay, my last sports note of the day, and yes, this is going on the podcast version. I hope Kyrie and KD do come to Los Angeles for the simplest of reasons. That's a train wreck I will enjoy.
Santa, you for real?
That's a train wreck I will enjoy seeing happen nightly. Every damn night I will enjoy that.
Oh, and breaking news, and thank you, Andrew, for this. It looks like Serena's going to be calling it quits after the U.S. Open.
Listen, she's one. She is the greatest woman tennis player of all time. Might be the best tennis player of all time. Not just a woman. She was dominant for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It looks like that's just preliminary reports.
Yeah. We'll keep an eye on that.
Hey, she put in her time. It's time.
Yep. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep an eye on Roquan Smith. And I will deliver my take tomorrow about Kevin Durant's dumbass. Or as my wife says best, Kevin Durant's dumbassery.
What?
Dumbassery.
What?
Stupidity.
What?
Stupid.
What?
Dummy.
What?
Stupid again.
What?
Idiot.
What?
Idiotic.
What?
I'm out of synonyms.
Mental midget.
What?
Are we allowed to use midget?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh
I'm
no.
just asking.
Oh no.
I do when I say mental in front of it. Amber alert. Ben Simmons was last seen at the Barclays Center considering his release. And for those who are wondering, if you have seen this man, report him to Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson so that we can force him into Barclays Center so he can actually become a member of a basketball team.
Oh, man, I forgot where I saw him at.
Remember, he has not seen the court in over 13 months, almost 14. So when you see him, report him to Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson. He needs to be on the Barclays Center's court, whatever the 10 floors they have happen to be.
Imbecile.
What?
Oh,
Imbecile.
What?
Stupid.
What?
Idiot.
What?
Mental-minded midget.
What?
Fool.
What?
Big fool.
What?
Dummy.
What?
Stupid ass.
What?
And on that note, we're going to get on out of here. We're going to get on out of here, and we'll be back tomorrow. And yes, tomorrow is Wednesday. I've been good.
I won't be here. Thank God.
We should force Wise to come on when we do this. No, I'm kidding. We should.
Well, I did bring him up today, so I don't know why.
See,
it was me.
But see, we didn't roll past that though.
We didn't. We didn't roll all the way with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I will make this admission aloud. Was I tempted? You damn betcha. Especially with some of the stuff I sent Cole over the weekend that found me.
Lord have mercy.
But
tomorrow
we will discuss all of that.
We peruse
social media. I was perusing social media recently.
Mm-hmm. I thought so. I thought so. Mm-hmm.
Did it find you?
No, not the idiots that find you guys. No.
Thank you. At least one of us is spared from the idiocy.
Oh, yeah, I don't
social media.
Because when I peruse social media, I just read stuff. I don't go into group chats and none of that none of that. Because I don't want to run into people like you guys do. I run into some real big idiots.
Thank you. Yes, we do.
Quick y'all are a magnet for idiots.
Unfortunately, you're correct.
Quick quote from Serena. I don't want it to be. She says, "quote I don't want it to be over, but I'm ready for what's next." Close quote. I think that's an indication that Serena's going to hang him up after the U.S. Open. Well, Serena, the tennis world, male or female, will not be the same without you in it.
Not even close.
Congratulations on a wonderful, wonderful career. We love you, and we can't wait to see what's next for you either. What's next for us tomorrow is a couple of confessions, long ones. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move, and always remember, if your dreams don't scare you,
then they are simply not big enough.
We invite y'all to dream big, do bigger, and Wise, quit yawning. I got to go back to bed anyway. I got to get an hour down before I head out for the day. We're out of here. See you tomorrow.
Peace. Remember, tomorrow, Bronze Sexual Confessions Wednesday. Until then, see ya. Thank you for tuning in to Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson, the hottest of hot takes and the coldest of cold, hard facts.